I don't know why I find it so difficult to speak for less than 10 minutes. But I do. Especially on complex topics like politics, religion, the economy. So I've made some videos recently, but I've not posted them because if they end up 14 minutes, I either have to try another take or convert the file before I can even bring it into Windows Movie Maker to try and edit it down to 10 minutes. A difficult process unless I've got a lot of ums, gaps, and sidetracks. So I thought I'd make a video about a single word that our president used in his inaugural address. And I'm on take 6. Quote, "For we know that our patchwork heritage is a strength, not a weakness. We are a nation of Christians and Muslims, Jews and Hindus, and non-believers." First of all, I understand, end quote, sorry, implied. I understand the intent. And I'm glad that atheists and agnostics are included in our president's notion of what we consist of. I support the sentiment. What I question is the specific word choice. Non-believers. And as another disclaimer, I also support people who use language in different ways. My father said to me once that some people use language like a scalpel, and others use it like a paintbrush. Others yet kind of reach into a bag of words, choose the first one that is close to what they're trying to say, and throw it, and hope it sticks. This being an inaugural address, I think it's fair to me to nitpick a little bit. This was a carefully crafted piece of prose, and I think it's fair for me to question a single word. Non-believers, I take offense at. Not personally. I take offense at very little, personally. But I do see things from many perspectives. I try to live my life that way. Sometimes men offend me because of sexist viewpoints that they're willing to share with me where they might not share it in the presence of females. And in a similar way, this offends me on behalf of atheists. Not so much agnostics, and arguably not so much weak atheists, but strong atheists. For I believe atheists have a belief. They believe that God does not exist. This is a belief I don't share. I believe in God, which turns away atheists from agreeing with me. But at the same time, the way I defined God, if we're to get into that, would turn away most people of faith. And I think it's helpful to stop for a second and think about the words faith and belief. There's certainly an overlap when looking at a Venn diagram. There's a strong region of meaning that is shared by both words. They can be used interchangeably at times. But the interesting part of Venn diagrams are where things don't overlap, where differences can be seen. Faith, to me, seems to require a leap. That is, it's a belief that does not have a solid foundation of support. Belief to me seems like a much more secular word with broader meaning than religion, spirituality. Here specifically, President Obama is using it to refer to faith in God, belief in God. Non-believers as a term in itself, though, is just not precise. It is not specific. Atheists have beliefs. Atheists believe in science. They believe in reason and logic. They believe in empirical evidence, the senses, that which can be tested and proven. These to me seem like much stronger beliefs than a belief in God, than a belief that an ancient text that's been manipulated throughout the centuries is the Word of God. Non-believers. Perhaps I'm getting lost in semantics. But if we're to communicate well, if we're to understand each other well, I think it's important that we think about the terms we use and what they mean and the intent behind them. And as I said, I approve of the intent behind this, but I think it's unfortunate that the subtext here is that atheists don't believe in anything, that they're somehow just swimming in a void, like kind of a nihilistic absence of anything concrete. When to me it seems that perhaps they have a much sounder grasp of reality. Than many people of faith. And I think that's almost 10, so good day.